Let me turn off my AC.
Beep.
Welcome to the Wade and Q podcast for 6/13/2016. I'm here. We're not here with Buckus. Let me change that. I forgot to change that. I'm here with Cross and Soto the Sock Man.
Soto the Sock Man, the ultimate companion. Oddly enough, companion is not the ultimate companion.
Yeah, you're trying to live up to names, but you just can't. And then you let everybody down. It's terrible.
You know.
But yeah, I wanted to have Relic on here, but I don't. He hasn't been online since I asked him 12 hours ago.
Yeah, and the thing is, we could have waited, but we haven't done the podcast since April 18th.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So I think we just need to get episode 100 out of the way. I don't think it needs to be a big deal, because we essentially canceled the podcast.
100 is just a number.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the first topic. We're canceling the podcast. Thanks for watching.
This is the last
everybody.
podcast. Thank you for the support all these years. The three of you that loyally watched it.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of other better podcasts. All right, bye. We're not canceling the podcast. It's just that was the joke for the last few weeks. What we should do to celebrate the podcast 100 episode is to just cancel the podcast.
Just trying to think about the 100th podcast. I've been trying to do something special, and I did something a tiny bit special. I don't think it's on the level that I wanted it to be, but I'd say it's pretty nice. And I'll show that off after we talk about how our months have been. Cross?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, the joke was that we would cancel the podcast, but the joke went on for so long that we essentially canceled the podcast. There's never been that big of a gap in between anything.
Yeah,
and it wasn't just that, though. I was in my hometown one week. My mother was in the hospital one week. Companion was graduating high school. It was crazy pretty much every Monday. But,
I think it was nice to take the break, too.
Yeah.
Because eventually you just ran into this brick wall of, what do we say? And I feel like a lot of podcasts have that problem, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we don't prepare a lot. I'm not, and I don't blame anyone because I'm not usually willing to put any effort whatsoever into anything. But I don't know. But yeah,
it brings us all together too. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
So how was your existence in the last 4 months?
It's been pretty good. I don't really have anything else to do right now in real life.
Why is that?
I'm just chilling out, relaxing, baxing.
I was trying to get you to say that you graduated high school.
Yeah.
Because that's important, I think.
Well, now I don't know what to do with myself. I'm just sitting here thinking about life.
Oh, I suggest you do that for a little bit, and then probably have to formulate a goal, but I wouldn't stress yourself out.
That sounds responsible sucking.
Well,
Sounds like it's going to suck out my soul, and I'll hate the rest of my life.
Yeah, I mean, that might happen, but it might not. You gotta think a little bit too far ahead. When
At
I
least
graduated
I'll always
high school,
have you.
Hmm?
At least I'll always have you.
Yeah.
Right.
So, by the way, I'm leaving the group.
Oh.
Yeah, when I graduated high school, I just didn't do anything for a few months. I got a job washing dishes. It lasted way too long, but eventually I went to college and blah, 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 blah.
Well, you paid your way through college without debt.
Yeah, I mean, because I went to a 2-year school, so that helped, ridiculously large amounts. And then I also, because of my dyslexia, I got some things from VESID, which was a disability thing, which helped a little bit. And then since I was working the entire time, once I got to a 4-year school, I was able to pay for myself, so. But.
Did you get scholarships then, as well?
I got no scholarships. I did terrible in high school. The fact that I graduated is somewhat miraculous sometimes. So, absolutely no scholarships. Well, that's the other thing, though. People don't know. There's a lot of scholarships that you can apply to that you might just weirdly qualify for. It'll be like your father was a stonemason. Here's $500 for college. And the thing is, if you've applied to these certain things, you get them because no one applies for them because no one knows about them.
Your great-grandfather was in World War II. Here's $800,000.
Well, probably not $800,000, but there's things like that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to look into scholarships and all that and consider my future.
Yeah.
It's not like it'll have any impact, right?
The thing is, it's not usually as ridiculous as people make it out to be. I mean, like, I graduated college, I used my degree for 2 years, and then I started playing video games for like, weird crap that can happen that you don't expect is going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, when you graduated, would you ever have suspected that you could be making a living kind of off of YouTube?
No, it was ridiculous. Like, when I started college, there wasn't even YouTube. Like, that's how we could do it. But, yeah, I don't know. Things can happen. It'll be fun.
Thanks to everybody in the chat, the one person. Thank you, Assassin.
Yeah, well, there's
Welcome
two.
to the podcast.
Yeah.
What about you, Cross? How have you been?
I mean, I feel, again, we ran into this problem sometimes when we just did it like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but like a lot has happened. I just don't remember it. It was like in April. There were several trips back and forth to my hometown. There was one podcast where I was like, I was going to have to cancel it. The thing is, Companion then wanted to like study so we could graduate high school, but then like my mother was in the hospital where she could have died, but she's fine. But
Oh, yeah.
if she didn't call us, she might have died, because I don't know. Like, I tried to get her to say, like, if you didn't contact us, you would have called an ambulance, right? And she would not say yes.
That cost money, though.
It costs a lot of money. That's why she wouldn't have called it. But we're just like, okay, but you would have died possibly. So.
Oh God, I think we need to have an intervention here.
What,
somebody is playing Cookie Clicker.
You know, Cookie Clicker is an important part of this podcast, because back when I used to record some of the podcasts, sometimes I would just have Cookie Clicker in the background instead of anything, because I didn't have a chat overlay. It would just be my browser and Cookie Clicker. So.
And you would also get a certain picture put in there. Remember that?
No.
Remember?
No.
Tekken.
Oh yeah, Tekken. So Tekken, also very important. But so the actual topic of
just
this
for
podcast,
tens of minutes, like a 10-minute chunk, could just be Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, I probably should have. I could have looked at old podcasts and done some type of retrospective, couldn't I?
It's insane. Oh God, how many hours how many days would have that be at this point? 4 days at this point of us talking.
Yeah.
That's retarded.
I do wonder if someone's actually gone through and listened to all of us. I can't imagine that anyone's done that, though, because like I've definitely gone back and listened to podcasts that have been going on for like 5 or 6 years, but like those are usually a little bit more polished.
Like Nightville.
Nightville's ridiculously polished. That's like the most extreme event. But even just like podcasts of two people talking, you know. But yeah.
Oh, let me put up a picture. There we go. That is Confused Guy. He had a small change to himself, so don't judge him.
Oh dear.
I also have something else I'd like to share after we get through the first intro bit.
Mm-hmm.
But is there any other important information about your life, Cross, that you would like to talk to about?
Is that just gonna stay there?
For now, it is.
Oh God. I don't think so. I don't think anything extremely significant happened.
Oh, I moved upstairs away from my room on the middle floor. Now I'm up in like a more upper floor. It's a lot more quiet here, and it's just better for recording and streaming, so I've been streaming more.
Are you able to yell more without people hearing you?
Yes, I can.
I feel like I might not have heard that if I was sitting right next to you.
What?
You gotta. I
didn't want to peek the microphone, so I brought my head away from the mic.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, no, I can be louder.
I just wanted to see if several siblings and parents ran and.
Oh, one of my sisters is home. There's
hundreds of parents and
that would be
at least worst. 3 dozen sisters.
How would you feed that many people?
I don't know. I think your refrigerator had a lot of food. Like that was insane.
I have that can of chicken noodle soup.
I bet it's an infinite can of chicken noodle soup. There's infinite pizza.
Anyway. So yeah, this is the 100th episode, which still is continuously blowing my mind. And as a sort of special thing, because I wanted to do something special.
Yeah, you want to go through the other things that you were trying to do, or are you still going to try to do them?
The first thing that the one thing I tried at first was getting the podcast easily accessible on iTunes or this program called Stitcher Radio. Both of those fell through, however, because you need to set up an RSS feed that has your podcast automatically go to it. And I tried that, and I tried so many different ways, but it eventually came down to either you got to pay to host the audio file, or you've got to set up your own server that's continuously on that you can just put the audio files on and host a web page out of. Both of those fell through, and I don't know how to fucking do it. Maybe eventually, if I start generating revenue from my channel or something, I might put it into the podcast so that I can host it on SoundCloud or something, but
also even SoundCloud costs money to...
Yeah, $15 a month if you want to have unlimited storage, more than 6 hours of audio, and yeah.
It's not terrible, but yeah, that's definitely...
$15 a month is nothing to sneeze at. That's for sure.
Because that's $170 a year.
Yep.
So, that math was incorrect, but whatever.
Hey, I went along with it. You could have been just gone with it yourself, too, and I would have been like, yeah, it's totally right.
I think it's 180. Whatever. I can't math right now. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was a cool thought, but yeah, maybe sometime in the future. How many views a day do you get, do you know?
Me? Like on my personal channel?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
You should find that out. I could tell you approximately how much you would make in my network if you did, but it's, might not be worth it. It's hard to say. It might be, though. You got that boost. You got that... Wait, the last time that we did the podcast, had you gotten that boost from Cryod?
I think the 99th podcast was the one after the Cryotic plug and before this.
Okay.
We might have only done one. Maybe we would have done multiple, but... No, that still blows my mind, too.
Yeah, I just figured that should be mentioned.
I woke up the day after, and I'm just like... Did that really happen, or did I dream that?
And then you dreamed it, and this is where you wake up.
Oh shit! I wake up back in the finals of high school, and I'm like, oh god!
Yeah, you can't actually graduate.
Jump out a window.
Yeah, I still have dreams that I failed college. Still.
Yeah, no, there's stress dreams that people have, I heard.
Yeah.
And they haunt you forever.
Yeah, they might not ever end. I might just have those forever. And once I woke up, and I was so sad that I failed college, and it took me 5 minutes of being awake. Wait, I definitely graduated 7 years ago. But it's not good.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't hilarious at the time, but yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
I just hope that stops. Whatever.
The moral of the story is
don't go to Cup.
Don't be a dog.
Yeah, do not be a dog. But okay. So yeah, we're doing great apparently.
I have a couple things now that we've given it some time for our viewers to pop in here. Mm-hmm. I have a couple things to announce. So the first thing is that I updated this. Let me take away Sabal-faced confused guy for a second.
Sabal.
Alright, so I cleaned up the Wade and Q background here. So there you go. Changed around the font for who showed up and topic/news. So this is the new one. I edged out the edges a little better because originally for the original one, I tried to go for a faded look to try to make it a little darker around the edges. I don't think it turned out exactly how I wanted it, so I just made it go a little bit better. It's not as jarring. But that looks a little bit sharper now. So I like how that turned out. But also, I got an entirely new background I'd want to share with you guys. And here we go.
And I haven't seen this either, and I'm not going to see it for 10 seconds after you put it up. That's the awkward thing.
Now, the main purpose behind this thing was to get a section to show off fan art that viewers have made for us on our Buru page. And you got the topics, you got who showed up still. I just really wanted to make this for all the people who were awesome enough to make some awesome fan art for us, because that blows my mind still, that anybody would make shit of us goons.
Well, especially really good things like the Drive Not Found stuff. That still creeps me out how good that is.
Yeah, I didn't make the
fun.
art, by the way. I didn't make this, the one that's flashing. There's no fucking way I could. That's just awesome fan art made by somebody. It was uploaded by Anonymous as well, so you know, don't know exactly who to credit it for, but I just wanted to have this little thing here.
Yeah.
So there we go.
That's really cool. See, look, we're more professional already.
Yeah.
Because
Thanks for
you
watching
actually
the
put effort
podcast, everybody. It's awesome. And
Yeah.
sit here talking about Goonies stuff and all that good stuff.
I just want to stare at the delicious fan picture.
What do you think, Cross? As a graphic designer, what could I do to improve this?
I mean, the fonts are a little bit non-cohesive, but like it's fine. I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
There might be situations where the chat will be a bit ballooned if people put walls of text, but otherwise I think that's fine. Because that does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's good. I don't think you should worry about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The main purpose behind it as well, like I said before, get fan art shown off in the podcast. So every time we get a piece of fan art that we want to show off, or we'll probably just cycle through the fan art that we already have on the Buru page. I'll link in chat here as well. Then I'll just plop it down on there, and there you go.
I don't know about Zeresto fanfics. I don't know if that should be.
We just put it in the fan art area, just a wall of text.
Just get us kicked off of Twitch.
All right, well, that's a thing. So we can move on to our next topic then. E3 is apparently currently happening. Mm-hmm. And there has been a couple announcements, but it's still currently going on. Yesterday they had the EA and Bethesda conferences, and I think so far today they went through the Xbox showcase and what was it? What else? Ubisoft maybe?
Is Bethesda releasing it? Oh fuck, it's Ubisoft! God damn it! They make me so angry.
Hey, Ubisoft is the publisher of South Park games.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But also Assassin's Creed and all the other stuff, so.
Yeah, it's their Assassin's Creed series that really makes me angry. Just because not even a lot of people agree with me. It's just they really had something great, and then they just abandoned it because it was easier. And I guess a few people are fine with it, but it was a cool combination of science fiction and historical fiction. And then they're just like, tone the science fiction down to like pretty much zero.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why I was playing it, because the whole Animus thing, that was pretty cool. Digging into the past.
It was really interesting. I mean, they should just cut it entirely, but I don't think they want to because it gives them an excuse to, use crappy graphics for certain places. Like, it's like, oh, this is an invisible weird texture wall, but it's because it's not real. Okay, a wall of text just appeared. Okay, to be fair, that doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. I think it's fine as long as there's not 2 walls of text. No, that is not a challenge.
Oh, no.
It's not a challenge to make 2 walls of text. I'm just saying. I thought it would look worse than that. But yeah, I don't know if you know, but like, has Bethesda announced anything crazy? Because I actually have a lot more faith in that company.
The only things that I've seen so far that excite me are a sequel, well, not a sequel, but kind of like a reboot type thing of Prey. I don't know if you've played that game from a while ago.
Which game?
Prey, P-R-E-Y.
No, I haven't even heard of it.
Okay, well, it was published a few years ago, and I think they're rebooting it now to be more like a science fiction survival horror first-person shooter type game. I think there might be an element of time travel. I'm not entirely sure, though. Yeah, no, there definitely is. Right? No.
No?
Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to have to rewatch the trailer because I only saw it.
First-person shooter with time travel, maybe.
Yeah, and then you have Dishonored 2, which looked pretty sweet. They actually have...
I should probably play Dishonored at some point.
No, you definitely should. It's great. It's a very solid game, I'd say. I think I like BioShock a little bit better, but hey, different games, I guess.
Yes.
What else was there? Oh, Dishonored 2 actually has legitimate time travel as well.
Wait,
like
what?
one of the cool features is that one of the characters, or maybe both of them, have a little timepiece that you can swap back and forth between time. Like you can go back 40 years into a different time of the building you're in, and it's all dilapidated. Or you can jump ahead and you can like get past gates. You can set up for enemy kills that way.
Okay, well that's amazing.
That is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
You can also play as 2 different characters, which is also pretty sweet.
Can you assassinate a target by discouraging their parents to have sex? No?
Cross.
That would
Of
be
course you
hilarious.
can. Of
I need to kill
course
this
you
girl. You go back and be like, hey man, she was cheating on you.
You know, they might actually be able to do something like that. You go back in time and just stab the father's balls or something.
Okay, well that's... you can
Just
do
give
that
him
too.
a little jab.
And that's the peaceful kill because he didn't actually kill anyone.
You just horribly maimed somebody.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, I like the idea where there's no violence. You just like spread a rumor. It'd be like, dude, that girl's farts, man, they're rank. I don't mess with that. I'm just saying, like, I hit her before. And...
She's got the clap. You better watch out, man.
Alright, so probably not that type of time travel, but if I was in charge, only that type of time travel.
But yeah, other than that, in Bethesda, they also announced some Fallout 4 DLC, which, yeah, is alright, but I haven't bought any of the DLCs for Fallout 4 or played them, because my computer can't exactly run Fallout 4 very well. So, I've just been sitting here depressed, wanting to get a new video card. And I have the money for it. I just don't know what to buy, though.
Yep, that's the problem. You don't mess that up.
Because if you do, you're out, like, a shit ton of money.
Yeah, and you're probably not going to get a chance to do it again for... so.
Yep. Unless you get a job.
Yeah, but even then, well, I don't know. I'm very careful with my money. Also, my video card has been chugging along since 2012, and still cool. Still working out.
What do you think would happen if you tried running Fallout 4 with it?
Oh, I don't know.
It would just implode.
What about on the lowest setting?
Implode. I don't know.
Oh,
actually.
no.
I had pretty hard problems with low settings. I even downloaded like a texture pack to make the game look shittier and have longer load times. It only gave me like 5 FPS, and it still ran like shit.
Fair enough. That's the thing, I don't usually play games that are that recent, so I guess I'm fine with it.
It's true. It's true.
And I still haven't beaten Fallout 3, so...
I was actually really hoping that Bethesda would announce some sort of Fallout New Vegas-esque type Fallout game. So, like a spin-off to the series.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed, like, did they simplify the leveling system in 4 and, like...
Yeah, pretty heavily.
I don't almost every single game that has, like, a complex leveling system has always been going towards simplification. Like, every single one. Deus Ex, Bioshock, Fallout. And I don't understand why that happens. Like, complexity is generally better. Like, at least keep it as complex as it was previously. But instead, everything seems to go, like, towards, like, the generic just shoot things, or just, like, stat boosts, or...
Not to mention the dialogue system, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like, that was just... I feel like the game really took a hit in that regard. You had 4 options. You had yes, no, yes, and sarcastic yes.
Well, that was a sarcastic yes or a questioning yes?
Oh, no, I said and sarcastic yes.
Oh, so like, yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah, sure, buddy, I'll get right on that.
Yeah,
no way will I betray you.
Stabs in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like somebody in chat mentioned, I've been looking at the different graphics cards that have been announced recently. A company called AMD, who is a competitor to NVIDIA, announced a video card that's about $200, and it's pretty fucking powerful, so I might want to get that.
Yeah.
Might want to get that. What about you, Chris? Do you have
What
any
about me?
ideas to upgrade your PC at all in the near future?
No, because I bought a computer in December.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
I've made a major upgrade. Pretty much all the videos that I've made, except for the Overwatch, which was just have been in HD now. I have not yet played something that has not worked. But again, I don't play super new stuff. It was working really well with no video card. and I finally took the video card from my old computer and put it into this one, and now it's like everything is great. Like, for some reason I couldn't play Binding of Isaac. I was able to record, like, Prototype, but not Binding of Isaac. But once I put the video card in it, everything is fixed.
Did you just leak your new Let's Play?
What? Oh, I don't know yet. I have a vote on my channel right now as to whether I should play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Batman, or Prototype.
Oh, you influenced my Let's Play on KOTOR, so now I can say it. My legions of fans, go vote for Crossland's Play Prototype.
Well, you already voted for Prototype, but Prototype is winning by 2 votes. So
yes.
Yeah, no, it's actually changing it. So the only thing I know for sure is that Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is not going to win. No. That one's got like 4 votes, so it's like 12, 10, 4. And voting here does not count. You have to vote in my announcement video. So the problem with Prototype, though, is it's literally the only one of the 3 that I have not beaten. So I need to go and beat it. But yeah. And I'm pretty sure you already voted, Alon, and I think Blaze Trailer did too. So
make secondary accounts.
No, stop it. But yeah, well, I hope it'd be great if they both made secondary accounts because they voted for different things, so they just cancel each other out. And no, Ironclad's American Civil War. I don't own that game. I don't own that game. I refuse to install it.
Oh, I wonder what's going on E3 right now. Do you think we could tune into the Twitch live stream and just commentate over it?
That would probably be awkward. But speaking of E3, there's currently an E3 Humble Bundle going on right now.
Oh, shit.
So the 2 most interesting things that I'm seeing that are on it are, 1, Psychonauts, the game that I just completed. I just uploaded the last episode like 3 days ago. It is on there. You could get it for $1 if you wanted. And a Twitch Turbo 30-day subscription also on there. So yeah, look into that if you're interested in those things. Also, a Warframe booster pack, which I still don't know what that is.
I might have to buy that and just use it.
You might as well if you have any chance. I don't think I'm ever going to play Warframe again.
Yeah. I mean, you tried getting through the tutorial recently again, but...
Whoa, the Ghost... What? Ghost in the Shell standalone complex first to shell online exclusive E3 digital ticket bundle. Whew.
Wow, what a mouthful.
Yeah, I'm surprised I got that off the first time. Ghost in the Shell is an amazing anime. I just don't know much about this game except that I think it's a first-person shooter based on the show. Huh. Weird.
Yeah. Touching base back on E3, EA had a show, and half of it was fucking FIFA and sports. Sports games.
Yeah, it's still crazy how like popular those FIFA games are.
Oh my god. Cross, I'm gonna post something in the chat.
Okay.
I think that might interest you.
And I don't think I'm gonna play Overwatch. I made videos of Overwatch, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it, so Tekken 7 announced. That's awesome. I mean, I haven't played a Tekken since 5, but
god damn it. Too bad we didn't have Relic on here.
Yeah.
We could have pulled ye olden old Tekken shtick.
Well, I mean, the problem is we didn't tell him until last night, and I'm not even sure he's been awake since then. But, you know.
What if he fell off of a 2-foot-high bridge?
He'd be fine. Like, even if he fell badly, he'd be fine.
Apparently people have fallen that far and just died.
Who?
I don't,
when?
you know, people.
People, you say?
People who is fall to feet and dead.
You better not get any useful results. Or
what causes elderly people to fall?
It's when they stand on 2-foot-high bridges. I mean, I guess I could see how an old person, but come on. Relic's young and spry.
Hey, they're people, you fucking jerk.
They're crappier at body.
Well, so are babies, but...
Babies are way crappier at body, but I feel like they're made out of rubber and just would bounce a few times and be fine.
Terminal velocity and all that.
That's fine. You're not going to reach terminal velocity at 2 feet, though. That's fine. They just be like, meh.
Apparently that's what saves cats a lot when they fall from far heights, just terminal velocity.
What, isn't enough to kill them?
Yeah, apparently not.
That seems wrong to me.
There's a cat who fell off a 20-story building, man.
Huh. They probably like moved their legs out, so they had like a little like flying rat thing, like their little arm hairs, and they just flew a little bit. That's what I'm assuming is happening.
Catman.
They just turned into flying squirrels for a little bit just to slow it. Because I figure at terminal velocity, if you're organic, I think you just die. I don't know. Also, I don't know if you can reach terminal velocity at 20 feet. Maybe. I don't know.
Depends on what your terminal velocity is, Krause.
Wait, do you know what terminal velocity is?
Well, I mean, what your terminal velocity is.
Everyone has the same terminal velocity.
Shut up.
Like, terminal velocity is the point where you can no longer go faster by falling.
Right.
Eventually, you're going the maximum speed you're going to go, unless you're, like, shot out of a cannon or something. Then you could go faster, but...
You have to have some sort of equilibrium.
But in any case, falling cats aside, I don't actually... I mean, I didn't even know it was E3 until you told me, so I don't actually know if there's any...
I mean, to be honest, so far E3 is looking pretty shit.
Hasn't it been like that for a long time, though? Like
last year, Bethesda fucking blew it up. Blew it up.
Oh.
With Fallout 4, it was great. Oh my god, that was the best E3. I wish I had been there.
Yep, and then we started talking about it now, a year later, how disappointing it was.
Because Bethesda gave out these little figures to everybody who attended their showcase, and now they're going on eBay for like $100.
Huh.
It's insane. I could have paid for my ticket.
Well, that's cool.
The most important thing to come out of E3, though, is more information on Halo Wars 2, the sequel to the most famous-selling Halo game ever, Halo Wars.
Huh.
It's coming out on PC.
I love Halo. I play it all the time.
You should play Halo Wars with me.
Yeah, that's my type of game. I think I'd enjoy many hours of that.
Confirmed Let's Play with the Cross and Cube. Halo Wars.
Yeah, because the Payday one went great.
2. We still have to play Payday 2.
We don't.
We do.
I don't. Haven't you played Payday 2 enough, companion?
No.
Aren't you bored?
Yes. I mean, no.
Yeah! Freudian slip. Da-dan-da-dan-da-dan.
Well.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about E3?
I'm not saying that I'm trying to read a cat article while talking, but
for fuck's sake.
Look, I just wanted to know.
Why are you reading cat articles?
Because it was posted in chat and it was relevant to what we're saying. Alright.
You know, I'm just going to watch Halo War 2 trailers.
Well, just run it on the Twitch and then get a copyright Toblerone. I don't know if that actually happened.
That's an ad. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, just post the ad. And then...
Come watch Halo Wars 2. But man, we can talk about the past 3 years and about how our lives have changed.
Oh, my changed his life quite a bit. Wait.
Back when we started, Cross was just a ye olden bachelor.
Yeah, and Companion was like 15 years old and still had the voice of a 30-year-old, which I don't quite know how that happened.
I was streaming to Drive Not Found, and somebody said that they went back to the first episode of the podcast, and my voice hasn't actually changed much. No,
your voice was already deep the first time I talked to you.
That scares me.
And then you're just like, yeah, I'm like 15. I'm like, what? What the fuck? Why didn't you use proper punctuation in your sentences then? It can't be.
Because, Cross, that's the way you gotta do it when you're a tiny child trying to be taken seriously on the internet.
I know 30-year-olds that don't do it, so...
I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat, just know that people will see you as older. And also don't use a mic when you're a child.
Yeah, well, because then definitely... definitely not so much. But yeah, my voice changed pretty early, also. But yeah, what were we talking about?
We're talking about road construction that's currently happening outside my home.
Okay, so road construction is a huge problem.
And it's currently shaking my house. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, no, I feel like, I mean, I started Let's Playing 6 years ago now, I think.
Really?
Or 5.5. 5.5 years ago. It definitely a lot's for me changed. Like that was like right after I graduated college. I was bored and I saw someone Let's Playing and I wanted to do it. But the podcast has only been going on for like half of that time, I think, right?
Yes. 3 years ago, it was going to be marking point 7/29/13, I think, is his birthday.
Oh, so soon. So soon, 3 years.
Pretty damn soon, yeah.
Huh. We'll have to do something special for it. Well, sure.
Like, get it up on an RSS feed or make a background for the podcast.
Yeah, and we'll have all the original members. And
Oh. I really wanted to have Relic on this podcast.
Well, it's fine.
7/29/13, yeah, I was right.
Okay, so yeah, in exactly a month.
Yeah.
Okay, so it probably won't actually fall on the birthday of it, but yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Well, not exactly a month, Cross.
But no, back then I was living in a rat house. Well, I don't know, it was more of a mold house. It turned into a rat house.
Moldy rat house.
When we moved, we went into the attic to just like see if there's things there and maybe put a few things in the attic. And the chimney was going at like pretty much a diagonal angle, which is not what chimneys are supposed to do. Like, whenever I go back to my hometown, sometimes I walk by the house and I'm just like, it's still up. But I don't think anyone moved in after I left. I think I was the last person, because every person that had lived in that house for the last 15 years had been introduced to the house by someone who lived in that house.
And broke the cycle.
Broke the chain, yeah.
You broke it, Cross.
I did. It's for the good. I thought he was going to get another hapless college student to go there and die of black mold slowly. But
that's ironic. They're going there. They're going to college for their future, but they also have to stay in that house because it's cheap enough that they can afford it, thusly denying their future.
It was so cheap, though. It was so cheap, and there was no electricity expenses or utilities or anything. Like, it's impossible to get that cheap in New York, pretty much, for that big of a house. But oh god, yeah, probably shortened my life a little bit. It's fun.
A few years shaved off the top.
Yeah, what's a few, rat feces in the house? It's fun.
I think since the podcast started, I moved maybe at least once. I know that for sure. Maybe twice.
Did you?
Maybe twice. I'm not entirely sure.
I thought both of your moves happened before the podcast started.
I know for a fact once one of them happened after.
Okay.
And I think I moved like 3 times, because I lived at one house, and then I went to an apartment, then I went to another house, and then I came here.
Okay, gotcha.
So, what a fucking clusterfuck the past 3 years have been.
Yeah. But you've been where you are right now for a decent amount of time, right?
Pretty decent, yeah. About 1.5 years. Okay. Spooky to think where you're going to be in 3 years. How much different your life's going to be in that amount of time.
Well, usually the question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh. Dead.
Oh. Oh, no. Why? Statistically, you are incorrect. But
that's true.
It's always possible. But
what if I fall off a 2-foot-high bridge?
No, then you would be fine. You would be fine. 2 feet is nothing. If you fall forward onto your face, technically your head has fallen farther than that. You're fine. And no, I will not show my face on the 300th episode. Even though that'd be a long time. I will show my face if I get, 500,000 subscribers.
I will also show my face if Cross gets 500,000 subscribers.
There we go.
Even if I get 1 million subscribers, Cross still has to get 500,000.
Hey, maybe I would from the runoff if you just suddenly got 1 million.
It'll be a reverse plug. Now I'm plugging you.
I'd be fine with it. I've probably gained a few subscribers off you.
Yeah, ones.
Yeah, well, still, could have given me pennies of money. 2 of my friends were kind of like getting on me by the fact that I don't have a Patreon, and I just was like, I feel weird about it, and I only make like $3.
Well, I mean, at that point, you would feel obligated, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I also kind of want the if I ever get bored of the channel, I want to just like be able to back out without any guilt. But, which could happen. Sometimes I don't want to play video games, and I'm just like, and it just takes up a large amount of time. But I don't know. It's still fun.
And editing as well, that takes up pretty much more time than actually playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you look through it all.
Yeah. The crap I went through with Psychonauts was absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why I do these things to myself. I could have had a nice, easy time. Instead, I was like, I'm going to get every single thing, and it just added like 10 extra hours to my gameplay and probably that much time to the editing.
Well, when I do a Let's Play, I want to do a Let's Play that I would go back and watch and be like, okay, this person did pretty much everything to a reasonable degree that a human being can do.
Yeah.
Just like, kind of like in KOTOR, I'm trying to do as much as I can, realistically, without having to go back and play through the entire game again or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's... I remember, Dragon Age is one of my favorite games, and I was just like, I'm never going to play this. It would take over a year to finish everything, just with all the side quests and all the crazy stuff. But I just, freaking side quests. But yeah, when I play, I do feel obligated to do almost everything most of the time, even the stuff that's terrible.
I mean, you might as well, right?
Mm.
Also,
but is it if it's not fun for you and it's not fun to watch? Sometimes I'm just like, why? But I can't not anyway. So.
How often does that happen, though?
What, that I do something that I don't want to do in a game?
And that nobody else wants to watch.
People still watch it, but I feel like if I hadn't had it, it would still, people would enjoy it more.
True. I don't know.
So, and if, I don't enjoy it and they don't enjoy it, then why am I doing it? And I still, the feathers, did I really need to find all the feathers in Assassin's Creed? Couldn't I have just shown the extra cutscene without any of that? Wouldn't have been exactly the same.
But you wouldn't have gotten the cutscene, Cross.
I would have gotten the cutscene. I would have still gotten the feathers. I just didn't need to record it and show the location of every single one of them.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did for the band.
There's guides out there specifically for that, Cross.
I know, and it would be impossible for anyone to follow my guide because I didn't get them in order and I'd miss them, and then I'd be like, I got this feather, and be out of context.
But hey, I'm the fucking goon who decided to record all of my matches on Payday 2 up to 25-100. So I can't yell at you.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I don't know.
So games. Have you been playing anything interesting in the last, 5 months since the last time?
I've been playing Orange Juice recently again.
Oh.
A little bit with Douglas. Oh, fucking Billy got Orange Juice. Holy shit.
Wasn't Douglas, crapping on that game, all the time that we were playing?
He was saying it was too weeby for him, and, and then I think he bought it because me, him, and Buttkiss, we were playing a game called Korea because Douglas bought a 4-pack and gifted it to me and Buttkiss because we didn't have anything else to do. So Douglas was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make it so that we can actually play a game." And unfortunately, his computer was having pretty hard troubles running it. So we refunded it.
Oh,
and instead, he bought 100% Orange Juice, and we played 4 rounds of that and streamed it to Drive Not Found. And he actually liked it.
How many did he win?
0.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he didn't win and he still liked it. That's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, please stop spamming Joe. It's not going to happen. But yeah, I mean, that's cool. I think I kind of got my fill of Orange Juice for the most part, just because we played the crap out of it when we first started playing. I'm literally hours and hours and hours.
Well, I mean, what's her face? 203 was there too, and she was also playing that with you.
Yeah, that was the main reason we'd play it together, and she was always Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, she was the weird ghost girl. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good game. I could see how the graphics might turn certain people off, but it's
the
not really
weebiness.
It's just a board game. It's a board game with an anime aesthetic. That's all it is. There's a story mode that's terrible. So
I played Korea, I mentioned as well, with Douglas as a Terraria clone. That was pretty. It was pretty alright from the 0.8 hours I played of it
Okay.
And it's out of early access, so that's a definite boon for it.
Is it like better than Terraria, I think? Or?
I'm not entirely sure, but it does have some interesting mechanics to it. Like you have a research system. It's have a build system and all that. I wish I could have played a bit more of it with Douglas and Butkus, but it didn't turn out that way. Then Douglas and I streamed like at least 14 hours of Signs of Life a while ago, which is another Terraria clone we went to town on and got to the end game, and we played basically everything they had in the game so far. It's not too much, but the game is interesting. I just don't know if they're going to finish it. That's the only problem.
Yeah. Did you ever get back to Starbound?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm waiting for people to play with, Cross.
I mean, I don't know, maybe someone didn't steal my door. I would be more willing to play with
Cross, they have cats on the ship that you can get now.
What, and you're going to steal those also?
You can get ship cats.
Can you protect them from thieves?
Can you get cat ships or just ship cats?
You're definitely avoiding the question, thief.
So anyway, other than Signs of Life.
Okay, well the game. All right, let me try to think of the games that I've been. what will I play next? It looks like it's starting to look like Prototype, and if you want to change that, you can vote on my announcement video. Instead, I can play Batman, the game I actually want to talk about. I never played Batman Arkham Asylum. That game is really old, but I freaking loved it so much. Like, so much.
Arkham Asylum? Arkham Asylum?
Yes, Arkham Asylum. I've played Arkham City a bit. I don't like it nearly as much. Because, I mean, it's basically, there weren't random encounters in Arkham Asylum. They're all set up, so there was probably only like 100, maybe 150 fights in it. But Arkham Cities, there's just fighting all the time. Like, there's just enemies all the time that you can fight. And even though the combat was, like, my favorite part of Arkham Asylum, I never got bored of it because I used it sparingly. But in Arkham City, it's just, I'm already kind of bored of the combat. It just keeps on going and going and going and going. It's also, like, it's open world, and it's kind of fun to run around the city. But it also feels like filler. So, whereas before you were doing, like, cool investigations and going around this asylum and you had clear missions, now you're doing, like, veiled things like collect the bat thingies in a race before 2 minutes are up, or like all the stereotypical open world stuff that like so many other games have. And Arkham Asylum didn't have that. It was much more of a tight, controlled experience. So
yeah, it's a problem with widening up certain areas. You got to put something there, so you just fill it with whatever you got.
Yeah. And I definitely feel the filler. It's like, they watered down my Batman experience with water. There's drowning bats. So, yeah, but Arkham Asylum was just so good, and like the little references to people. There was the Riddler challenges. You have to find things, and it's kind of like the feathers from Assassin's Creed, but you got really cool things for finding those things. You would get like profiles of different supervillains that some of them I never heard of, and it'll like show a picture of them and tell you all their attributes. You could get like little statues of the in-game models that you can inspect so you can see them close up. You would get challenges that you could play for extra gameplay. It wasn't just like you got like a little bit of money or a little bit of stat boost. Like I actually wanted to get them because the things you got were interesting, and that's what every single game should do if they're going to force you to collect crap. Plus the Riddler got more and more angry as you were collecting them, so that was cool. Like,
that's not too shabby.
Yeah, it did so many things right. Like I have virtually no complaints with that game.
One thing I loved about that game, and I never finished it myself, but
okay.
I should really go back and finish it. I think I got probably halfway through. I loved learning about the Riddler and Harley Quinn's background as well, and like how she began to be Harley Quinn after she was talking to the Joker and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is the coolest thing about Harley Quinn is that she wasn't made for the comics. She was made in the Batman animated television show.
Yeah. And
she became so popular they added her to the comics, and now she's a canon character.
She's like one of the most influential, well, not influential, maybe that's the wrong word, but popular DC Universe characters.
Yeah. It's crazy. And she wasn't even made by the comic books. It was just, and she was also part of a gag. Like apparently there was going to be a scene where the Joker had a cake and Harley Quinn was going to burst out of the cake. So they needed to develop a female Joker villain. And in the end, it wasn't even used because they realized it'd just be way more funny if the Joker popped out of the cake himself.
That's true.
Yeah. But then they just had this female character hanging around because she was in one scene. And eventually they gave her lines, and eventually she got a backstory, and eventually she became awesome. So, but yeah, they do her really well in the game also. And I think the Joker is voiced by Mark Hamill still, which is the guy who did him in the animated series, and is also Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, that blew my mind when I heard he was Luke Skywalker. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Luke Skywalker and the Joker are the same guy.
There's a video I'd like to share with you, Cross, as well as chat. It's called Batman Evolving the Legend. It talks about how influential the DC Batman was on the comics of DC and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's how great it was. I think that would be... That fucking channel there is just... Oh, everything it puts out is fantastic.
I'll have to look into that then, because I need more YouTube channels to watch, because some of them are posting crappy content that I don't care about anymore.
Oh, like who?
I don't know.
You don't want to start YouTube drama?
No, I don't want to. All right, so, I don't know. It's not that they're. I don't know. There's just certain channels. Sometimes you get bored of their content, and and it's just happened to enough channels recently that I probably need some new stuff.
Are you trying to tell me something, Chris?
No, I don't watch your channel anyway, so. I don't actually watch Let's Plays at all, so. Yeah, I'm not subscribed to anyone's channel that does Let's Plays.
Undertale? I played Undertale as well. I beat it for the first time. I'm going to go back through and do a pacifist run.
Cool. I said I was going to play Undertale a long time ago, and I haven't. Part of it, I mean, when I first got my computer, again, 2D games were recording weird until I put in my video card.
Right.
But the other reason is I'm kind of scared, because that game only has one save file, and if I mess up the recording, there's nothing I can do about it.
You know, I was recording it too, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be posting it, but...
Post it.
I probably should, since I went through all the effort of talking over 8 hours of footage. But I'm going to have to go back through and play it again before I start posting, because I want to have it all edited out.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird if you didn't post it.
Yeah. Just sit there. I would literally be talking to my monitor for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Yeah.
But we can talk about what's going up on our channel now, unless you want to talk more about what you've been playing, Cross.
Well, we do only have 8 minutes left.
Well, we have 8 minutes to fill.
I told you we could do it, companion. You didn't think we could do it.
Did we actually do it?
Yeah!
Or have I advanced time?
Oh, shit.
Oh
my god, the answer is no, you didn't advance time. We actually did it. Yeah, we did. We've done the podcast by ourselves before, it's happened, and we just needed to get over your phobia of episode 100. So, now there's no phobia. There's no stigma around episode 101.
Oh, no.
The real most important episode, because, the Dalmatians.
So what's going up on your channel, Cross?
On my channel, I just finished... this confused guy just appeared. On my channel, I just finished Psychonauts, so if you want to see all of Psychonauts, check that out, including me getting all figments, because I'm an idiot and like to spend more time than I need to on things. Breath of Fire, which, again, it's like the oldest of old-school RPGs, but it's a favorite of mine. I'm finding out that there was tons of stuff I didn't know when I was a kid, and I'm not even sure that I got the real ending, because I didn't know there was 2 different endings until recently. But I'm definitely going to get, the cool ending. What the hell else am I playing? Oh, Transistor. The company that made Bastion made a game called Transistor that I'm currently playing, and it's great. And in certain ways, I actually like it better than Bastion, which I know is not the normal opinion. But I love that game. It's great. So that is definitely there. In the future, me and 203 are currently playing Portal 2 on co-op. And once we completely finish that, I'm going to post it. I don't want to post it until we're done. Partially because I don't want people to tell us things and give us clues.
How far are you guys?
I think we're on room 3 towards the end of it. Like in the thing, there's 3 or 4 or 5 different worlds in that hub.
I gotta level with your Cross. I haven't played Portal 2 co-op in fucking years.
Fair enough.
You need another human being that actually owns the game and is willing to play as well.
Well, I wanted to play it blind with someone. That's why. Otherwise, I totally would have asked you. But I wanted to make sure the person I was playing with hadn't played it before.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it's a puzzle game. If you know the
I
puzzles.
get it. You hate me, obviously. That's the only reason why.
Well, that was the other reason. But like, I think it's mainly. Yeah, I hate you so much. I did a podcast with you.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking weird. You're an asshole.
Look, I go for the long con for my hate. I need things to sustain my hate because that's what gives me my power.
I must have murdered your small children or something.
I mean, that would be an additional reason, yeah. So what's going up on your channel?
I'm finishing up KOTOR. I actually had finished up a Half-Life 2 mod that I was playing through called 1187. That Half-Life 2 mod. Oh man. I mean, I enjoyed it, but good God, did it have some glaring issues. Like, you know what's the best thing to have in a first-person shooter, Cross? Enemies that do a ridiculous amount of damage, snap to you instantly when you get out of cover, and just unload onto your face. And plus, put about 24 of them in there, in a small space. It's just a recipe for fun, I'd say.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that Half-Life 2. I'm probably going to move on to Silent Hill Alchemilla.
What?
That's a Half-Life 2 mod that apparently is a reimagining of Silent Hill 1.
Huh.
Or something along those lines, so that should be interesting. I've also finished up Silent Hill 2 on Drive Not Found, so I'm going to probably be posting that to my channel after I get it all edited out, so that should be cool as well. And Undertale, like I mentioned before.
Nice.
And KOTOR, although I think I already mentioned that.
Yeah, if you do Undertale, it'll be more of an excuse for me to not play Undertale, I say as a person in chat says play Undertale. I'm sorry, it'll probably happen, but I just don't know when.
Listen, just blame me for him not playing Undertale.
Yeah, then I don't have to blame myself.
Have a good little seething hatred for me that will eventually blossom into pure resentments.
Into a 3-year-old podcast.
Into a podcast. You're going to make a podcast about how much you hate us.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, there's not really much else. I'll probably play some stuff with all these goons on Drive Not Found, you know, like Douglas, Relic, probably not Relic, actually. I haven't talked to him in a while. Butt Kiss, all those people. We streamed to twitch.tv/Drive Not Found. There you go.
And I'm sorry I'm not on it more, but it's hard for me to find time to...
Cross has a life.
I mean, that's the sad thing, is I don't know if I do. I just still somehow don't have time. It's like, oh. Toasters.
So we have 2.5 minutes to fill.
Oh no.
We can go on Twitch, we can go on the E3, we can see what's going on E3 right now. There's a bunch of people clapping and standing on stage.
Good, that helps.
Oh, it's the end of the Ubisoft thing. Okay.
Now, did they... Oh, well, you don't know by the clapping. I don't have any faith in Ubisoft, though. Again, they make me sad. The fact that they just churn out unfinished products now.
I really, really want a new Fallout spin-off game like New Vegas. That was fucking golden, man.
Yeah.
You looking forward to any games in the future?
Ooh, Psychonauts 2.
Oh god, that's gonna be horror. They're gonna put out like half of it and ask for more money, like they did with the Broken Age.
I got a little bit confused because I heard like there's gonna be like Psychonauts 2, but then there's also gonna be Psychonauts the Rhombus of Righteousness or something like that.
What?
I don't know. I didn't research it enough. I think they might actually be putting out 2 different games. And I don't think the first one is like a typical one. See, now I'm just spreading rumors because I don't actually know what I'm talking about. But someone mentioned something called like Psychonauts Rhombus something that wasn't Psychonauts 2. I don't know. It's the type of thing I should have researched before. But
Cross, you know we don't do any.
We had topics this time.
We did, but I think we padded it out pretty well.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So it's Psychonauts: The Rhombus of Ruin. It's apparently a VR game.
Weird.
So, yeah, really weird. So I guess I don't need to worry about that one because I'm not going to be playing that one ever. Okay. Ever.
We've also been playing Heroes of the Storm. It's not
a bad game. Yeah, I've been playing that obsessive. It's the new Awesome Nuts.
Pretty much. It's really sad that Cross has moved away from Awesome Nuts.
Alright, but we played Awesome Nuts, and wasn't it kind of meh, even though we dominated? wasn't it?
I don't think it was meh, you fucking asshole.
It was kind of meh.
You fucking heretic.
It was kind of a horrible
You can't
game.
be on my podcast anymore.
Freedom!
All right. Well, we should
The
probably
entire
wrap up
goal
the
was to
podcast.
get to hate me as much as I hate you, so you'd kick me off the podcast.
And then you can go make your own podcast called the
Nope.
the I Hate
now I'm
Companion.
gonna go into the sunset.
No, every episode will just be you saying I hate companion in a different tone of voice.
I hate companion.
All right. Well, we should probably wrap up the podcast here anyway.
Don't play Awesome Nuts, kids. I mean, thank you for... Companion, we have to kill the community faster, and then only that will be truly free.
Well, I do have one audio file I would like to play for everybody. Let me just play this. Here you go. Hold on. Starting up. Starting up. Okay.
I'm Douglas. I hate Relic and Companion.
There we go. I just played them the information leaked of Douglas hitting.
No, fair enough. The authentic
The
Douglas.
very authentic one. But thanks for watching, everybody. This has been the Waiting Queue podcast for 6/13/2016. I was here with Cross and Soto the Sock Man. And goddamn, 100 episodes.
Yep. Here's
Fucking
to
insane.
another 100 episodes.
Alright, catch you guys later.
Yep.
Bye-bye.